I'm going to give you 5 steps in terms of how to analyze nonfiction today. Purpose audience, content theme, tone mood, stylistic devices, and structure and layout. Hi, last time I talked about how we can simply analyze fiction, and this time I'm going to teach you how to analyze nonfiction. First, what is nonfiction? So I think of nonfiction as a piece of writing that has a certain purpose. It's more direct in its approach in terms of reaching the reader. So some examples of nonfiction writing would be argumentative writing, speeches, travel blogs, any sort of editorial, advertisements. These sort of nonfiction texts all have a certain purpose. It's to persuade the reader to think a certain way or do certain things. One of the first parameters we should understand would be, what is the purpose and audience? Why did the writer write this certain piece of writing? Who is the writer trying to reach? The second thing we have to understand is what the content is and what the general theme is. What are some ideas that are being spoken out in the piece? Now, some of the major themes might have to do with social inequality, politics, history, propaganda, gender inequality, sort of social issues. So when we read a text, make sure to look out for these kind of issues. The third thing we want to look at, tone and mood. We're getting into the how. There's a lot of confusion between tone and mood. Tone would be the voice that the writer is using. It's a little similar to attitude, what I'm doing right now. My tone is very instructional. I'm not scolding you. I'm trying to have you learn about certain things. The mood is usually created by the tone. If I scold at you, the atmosphere I'm going to create would be a very hostile environment. So we don't want that when I'm trying to teach a lesson unless you're not handing in your homework. Okay, the fourth thing would be the stylistic devices. These things range from imagery, metaphor, simile, to sentence structure, the author's point of view, to word choice. We're gonna get into something that is often overlooked, the structure and layout of the text. Now, each distinct text type, be it advertisement, argumentative essay, speech, different texts, all have its distinct structure and layouts. If we look at an advertisement, a lot of times they have a picture to attract people's attention, and then there's going to be like maybe a slogan or a kind of body text, so on and so forth. So these are things to look out for whenever you look at an advertisement. Another thing, like if we look at a comic, different panels, little blocks, the drawing might not be really realistic. There might be some funny element. These are all structural and layout things. If we're able to master in looking at these 5 different elements, I'm pretty sure that we will have a very good overall grasp of whatever nonfiction we're reading. You can practice this not only by doing your GCSE and IB like nonfiction work on this whenever you walk on the street. Look at an advertisement and think about, well, how is that creator trying to persuade me into buying that product? What's the overall purpose? What's the message? What are some ideas? You can practice your analytical skills, not just in the classroom, but outside of the classroom. This is it. We talked about how to analyze nonfiction today. If you have any comments or further questions, you can leave a comment down below. Hope you get something out of this. See you later.